Digital marketing in 2020. What's important? It's already March. Right? Have we missed anything? Is there anything important that we're not paying attention to? It's really simple. There are three things that are extremely important for your digital marketing. And I would jump right into it, but first we're going to talk a little bit about digital marketing strategy. So we're going to present, gave you a little teaser, so here it is. Digital marketing in 2020. The future of the web is right now. In fact, it happened right under your nose and you didn't even realize it. It's the mobile phone. You're thinking, I know that. It's obvious. Well, do you? What does it really mean? Let's think about it. So, with the digital marketing, what if we wanted to get 1 billion new users using a software that we have that's driven by the internet? How do we do that? Well, Google asked this question, and they looked at India that doesn't have any internet infrastructure, and they said, how do we get 1 billion new users in a place like India? Okay? So we thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And it's got to be really fast. The internet has to be really fast. That kind of means lightweight, right? Lightweight like progressive web apps, like accelerated mobile pages. So you may be familiar, you may not be familiar, but there was a test that was ran with all content providers on the internet to see how it would work if we offered a lightweight, accelerated mobile page format. Well, this happened many years ago, and the content providers hated it because there were issues with it. Content was loading before ads were loading. Ads were loading before content was loading. The experience was clunky. It got fixed. Most content that you're reading, in fact, most news, is in an accelerated mobile format. So next was, is there a possibility of creating an internet experience that could work offline? Well, progressive web apps, if you're not familiar with it, it was something that was born in a Google Chrome browser, slowly migrated to Mozilla Firefox, and slowly, Edge came in there, Microsoft, and agreed to the requirements. And lastly was Apple with Safari. Yes, Safari is still used by 20-some% of the population. So progressive web apps, what do? They create a offline experience when your internet connection sucks. It also means you don't have to go to the web store. Google Apps, you don't need to go to Google Play, you don't need to go to the iTunes store to download anything. In fact, you go to the website and it acts like a native app, but it isn't. So here's why it's great, because developers don't have to build an app, a website, and all the different versions for viewing and experiencing, because it is user experience. And here it is. When it's mobile, it's also about where you're located. Location is really key. And we think that everybody should be thinking local first. So there really is one web that's brewing. So those three words that we talked about, those three words I teased you with, it's really this. It's local, it's social, and it's mobile. These are the three top priorities that we look at as a way to win online. Why? Because first, we care about businesses because we're all locally born, right? Unless we're some online business that doesn't have any roots. But technically, online businesses still have roots somewhere in the community. And we live in communities. That's part of who we are. We care about that. We care about the people. We care about the place that we're at, the culture, all of those things. So local is really key. Every business needs to be thinking about being local. In fact, Google has changed Google My Business to be all about local businesses. If you have multiple locations, it's about you're a multinational company with multiple locations, and we still care about that. Second, it's about being social. And what does social mean? Well, when people are being social, they're sharing their views, their reviews, their testimonials. So we know that reviews are important, but how does that translate to your social strategy? We have a tool here, an online reputation and social prowess score. It'll give you a score out of 1 out of 100. By the way, I didn't mention the local one. This is my favorite report. You can come here to our page, and I will provide this link in the video that will be accompanying this. So last one is mobile. Mobile, it's a mobile world. We're on our mobile devices. In fact, if you're the Gen Z and the millennial, you really don't like web other than on a mobile device. So laptops, they're kind of secondary to the mobile device. It's attached. In fact, most millennials were born with some sort of digital device in their hand. And you look at the new silent generation, they're all digital. They're digital natives. So look at your mobile prowess score as well. Determine where you're at. Maybe this gives you some insight. Happy to help out. Thanks.